Okay, next up we have Assistant Artistic Director. My assistant this year has been Max Baker, who has written a speech, which is in true Max style and is a bit of a joke. So this is what Max has to say. Well, sad I have to be writing this instead of squatting and clapping to the delights of Molly Blake, but here we are. I have enjoyed many things over my time at university, but I can say, without a doubt, Theatre with Teeth has been a main highlight and will remain a love of mine forever. With Teeth, you have the opportunity to encourage students, old and new, to explore playwriting and storyboards in every possible way that they can think of. As AAD, I have learnt many things, and working alongside a wonderful team and the best AD and friend anyone could have asked for has made me consider theatre in a variety of different lights. I definitely should have read this first. The role allows you to be heavily involved with all society shows and events that are thrown throughout the year. Seeing new theatre develop is such a fantastic feeling that you will truly come away from the year with a feeling of self-accomplishment. With the role, you need to have strong organisational skills, a good level of communication, because you will need to be able to support the AD wherever is needed. It is important to also be calm in a crisis, as not everything will go as planned 100% of the time. So don't panic, think, and communicate with your committee and find creative solutions to your problems. Sometimes you'll be needed to help make the tough decisions, and in these situations, work with your AD, be concise and trust your instincts. Most importantly, be encouraging to every new creator and actor that approaches working for Teeth. Nurture their work and watch it flourish. Be bold, daring and kind. Take care of Raisin's baby. But thank you, Teeth, for everything, and good luck to whoever takes on this role and committee. Right, well, I'm going to have a little cry. And while I do that, you guys can hear from our AADs for this year. So we have got Serica Harris and Georgia Patton applying as Assistant Artistic Director. And of course, as I'll explain later on, this role alongside Artistic Director would be merged in the event of a co-artistic directorship, but I'll explain all the details of that later on.
Hello everyone, first and foremost I'd like to apologise for my voice, it's a bit sore right now. My name is Serica Harris and I'm applying for Assistant Artistic Director. I feel very lucky to be a part of the Theatre with Teeth community and I felt so welcomed and loved since my first week here. I am currently the director of Me, Myself, which, all going well, will be going up to Edinburgh this summer. I believe that Teeth is a place where creativity and community is valued above all else, and that is something I want to continue to focus on over the next year. I am lucky enough to have experienced teaching and directing theatre for the last 5 years, and want to bring my experience to Teeth, as well as challenge myself and engage with all the incredible talent that surrounds us. I think student writing is so important and a skill that needs to be challenged as well as cared for. That is why ensuring opportunities like bite workshops, jawbreaker evenings and 24-hour plays are as inclusive and creative as possible. Theatre needs new writers and creators, and I believe that as a society we can push the boundaries of theatre even further and be more daring than ever. Wellbeing and inclusivity are incredibly important to me, and the major reason that I found Theatre with Teeth in the first place. I would aim to engage with other societies outside of Theatre with Exeter, especially charity organisations, to ensure that Teeth is a place that represents all of you and is doing something important for the community. I would aim to work closely with the committee to ensure that their voices are being heard and that we reflect what the Teeth community is hoping to create. I'm ready to learn from the artistic directors and the rest of the committee to create something truly special. I feel so lucky to even be a part of this community and I'm so excited to see what Teeth does in the coming years.
So, if the president was ever either to step down or be forced into a break, how would you step up and fill in the role whilst keeping a sense of structure within the committee?
I think I would firstly ask the president to send me over any working documents so that I can ensure that we're keeping going on the same kind of schedule that they were planning to go on. Mm-hmm. and I'd use the other members of the committee to fill in roles that I was supposed to be doing as AAD, so using roles such as treasurer to keep sure that all the monetary things and planning for budgeting is still going smoothly, and ensuring that we have maybe an extra shorter committee meeting where I just check in with everyone else to make sure that any slack is being picked up, but also that everyone else doesn't feel that they need to be forced into a break or that it's not getting too overwhelming.
Nice. Next question. If you were having problems with the guild and getting events sorted out, what would you do to ensure that an event was confirmed in time for it to go ahead?
I think I would ensure I'm an organised person, so I'd quite like to have a year-long calendar, but as well as that, like a monthly calendar for smaller goals. So if the guild were being a problem, or other events were clashing, I'd ensure that I could have some face-to-face contact with the guild, rather than necessarily the artistic director going ahead or the co-artistic directors going ahead themselves, and ensuring that I can speak to them face-to-face and get everything ironed out smoothly, and making sure that production teams don't feel that they have to organise the events entirely by themselves, and they feel supported by the committee as well.
Nice. Amazing. That's all the questions. Thank you very much.
No problem.
Hi, my name is Georgia. So this video is basically a brief summary on why I think I'd be a suitable candidate for the Assistant Artistic Director role for next year. And what I want to talk about in these 2 minutes really is just my involvement with Theatre with Teeth and their productions and the different kind of experiences I've had, which I think has enhanced my knowledge on other aspects of creating a piece of theatre as opposed to just acting. So even though in my first production, which was Bite, in term 1, I technically just performed on stage, I'd like to think that it's developed my kind of social skills, because I met loads of new people, and not just people from the drama department, but people from the other departments, so English or other subjects as well, which is really nice, because not only do you develop a bond with people in your drama department, but the university as a whole, which I think is so essential in theatre, is the connection that you make with people. And so the other production I was involved in was the recent show for term 2, My Mother the Stranger, which was going really well. And although I was assistant director for that, and I got to really watch a lot of I got to watch from a different perspective, which was fascinating, because when you're an actor, you're trying to impress, but it's weird being the one that the actors are trying to impress instead of me being the one to try and impress others. So it's really interesting, and the actors were lovely, and working with an actual director and trying to create something and really manage it behind the scenes, and just see what goes on behind the scenes as well. I think it's just something every actor should be aware of and thankful for, really. And in terms of why I think I'd be a good role, I think I'm quite loyal and disciplined, and I like to think I have a lot to offer, because I will work hard, and I will always do the best I can to make the production as best as possible. I have to stop because I'm over. So thank you for watching. Bye.
So if the president was ever to either step down or to be forced into a break, how would you step up and fill the role while keeping a sense of structure within the committee?
So in that regard, if the president had to close down or leave as a result of of some circumstance, I would talk to them, ask them what they want, and try to establish a situation where we're both very aware of what is expected, what is I'm expected to kind of fulfill in terms of filling that space when the president leaves, and then pursue to try and as best as I can try and fill the role, and just kind of I don't know how to explain, but kind of fill the role by doing what they want me to do and trying to just pursue what they want in that regard.
Okay. another situation, hypothetically, if the guild were being a little bit difficult, or you were struggling to get an event approved for an upcoming show or something like that, what would be the steps that you would take to ensure that the event was properly approved in time for the event to go ahead?
So I would probably like arrange a meeting with the guild as well, trying to like discuss ideas on what we can do, and then from there I would try and like bring everyone together and just kind of discuss. Sorry,
That's okay.
Sorry, can you repeat the question?
Yeah. So if the guilds were being difficult, or if there were problems with trying to get an event approved, what steps would you take to ensure that the event was confirmed in time for the event to go ahead?
So if they weren't approving of it, I would try and like advertise things and try and like make people aware and like try and get the cast, and just again like a meeting. So just try and like say why we want this production to happen and why we want this event to happen, and try to convince them, and work around negotiations and alternatives. So if they were like, sorry, we can't due to like funding or something like that, we would try and like work around a smaller budget or like something less demanding, in order to continue this event and continue the production, even if it's not like as big and spontaneous as originally planned it to be. That makes sense?
Sure. Okay, great. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you. Bye.